4 days following going on at the same shop that my friends, the girls that I'm talking about, them cook.
All right.
Me and them eat. And by the time I eat, I did I build up my clip. When you hear them ball out, I say, Lammy. And by the time I look up, when they hear the spear gun fire, I don't know what God made me catch this something. I was at a shop. Yeah, I don't really met my friend or anything like that, but I got respect. I mean, that's the way my mother and father grew me and my grandmother. So I always have respect for people. I really have to know you to talk to you or something. But this guy just disrespect me a day and I tell him that, please leave me alone, don't deal with me anymore. That's what I just tell him, just keep away from me.
All right, so this was somebody you know?
Yeah.
Okay. When you said disrespect, what you mean?
Yeah, he disrespect and tell me I'm sucking my mom and all those stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I tell him just keep away from me.
All right. So you and him did have an argument before?
No, at that time I'm telling you, I never have an argument with him. He always try to disrespect me. If he see me this side, I come and see me that side. It's just that he always do, disrespecting me, and I never answer this guy. And I always tell his brother and his nephews, say, tend to leave me alone.
Okay.
And I always see and know that I'm a troublemaker.
Okay. What happened the day when you get this thing in your head?
I tell you, before I reach this, I was at a shop on my lane with these three ladies. They always love my comfort.
Yeah.
And I always play music for them and I have fun with my cook and they always come to me and disrespect the girl. See, so that night a night before this happened, disrespect that the girl locked the shop. I'm leaving. And my sister sell hot dog and stuff that side. So I told this guy to go away and leave me alone. So this guy pulling a knife, and by the time he pull the knife, me grab him before he pull the knife. And tell him to leave me alone. So he end up that film knife cut him in his hand. And if you know this guy going home, go look for machete and this and look for me and this, that, but in 4 days following going on at the same shop that my friends, the girls that I'm talking about, them cook.
All right.
Me and them eat. And by the time I eat, I build up my clip. When you hear them ball out, I say, Lammy. And by the time I look up, when they hear the spear gun fire, I don't know what God made me catch this something.
So you actually hold on to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually hold it like this.
Yeah.
Tell you.
All right. Tell me how you feel when it hit you.
I feel strong enough because I always gotta have God with me. I always have to. So by the time it hit me, I say, God, don't make the devil get the best of me.
All right. Did you feel any pain?
No.
No pain at all?
No pain. The only thing I ever did when they carry me in the car, vomit. That's all I did. I never blacked out, nothing.
Okay. Were you bleeding?
No.
No bleeding?
No bleeding. Okay.
All right. So they put you in the car and they took you where?
I go over the station first. Yeah. Go over the station first with the spear in my face.
All right.
But all the police them back up like this.
Yes.
And then I bring him to the hospital. I come to Mandeville Hospital and then cut off piece of it and then rush with me from this side at the same time.
Okay, so the same day that you went to Mandeville Hospital sent you to Kingston?
Yeah, in the night.
All right. What did they say at Mandeville Hospital?
They asked me my name, stuff. And then cut off piece and then put me on an x-ray, something just bam with me at this side.
Okay, so you came from Mandeville to Kingston in an ambulance?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I come here, they brought me in and then tell me what I got to do. You have to things, put in tube and stuff, then tell me all those stuff.
Okay. Did you lose consciousness at any time? You were always talking to them?
Always. I asked my name, even sign my name with spear in my face, seeing me.
How did the University Hospital become aware of this patient and the injuries with which he presented?
So a request was made to us from the Mandeville Regional Hospital, and I was about to enjoy what I would consider a quiet Sunday with my family. But with my kids, and I got this call from Dr. Goodluck to say there has been an incident and it's an unusual injury, and that I should, head in because the patient was on the way. So, of course, we have dealt with many different types of injuries across the country over the years, but this is not something that you see on a frequent basis. And so the team had to get into action, and what we did, we mobilized a large number of specialists across the hospital, to include the emergency specialists, the radiology and diagnostic team, the ENT team, the facial-maxillary team, the neurosurgery teams. We also invited the new interventional suite team. They are the ones who look at the blood supply to the brain and the heart, etc. And we mobilized the entire team to include the anesthetist, the intensive care unit team, the operating room nurses and staff. Even the porter and staff were involved, because even though a part of the spare had been taken off at the Mandeville Regional Hospital, we realized that for the patient to get inside the scanner and to do certain studies, that the device, which we couldn't take out randomly, also had to be shortened. And so the maintenance team in this instant had to be called, and they actually brought us several devices or options to try and shorten the spare. They actually brought us an old-time saw blade. They also brought us an electric cutter, which was the option we chose afterward. I used to see my mechanic use it. I never knew how to use it or what it's for, but I got a tutorial from the maintenance team on the Sunday afternoon, and we were able to shorten the device and then proceed to continue the investigations and the medical treatment.
Do you have a sense of how tall it was, the piece that you removed? What was the length of it, and given that Mandeville removed some of it?
We would have taken off maybe a foot of it, and so from the remainder, that which is over a foot also, we would say that maybe we were looking at maybe 3 feet or so of it, but the entire device, I'm told, could be up to 5 feet. I'm not sure of the exact length of it, but I'm sure the people in the fishing community will be able to tell us when we publish this in the literature, the actual length of it and the type that we retrieved at surgery.
Okay, so it was a piece of equipment that was made special for fishermen?
It would appear that way. I'm not a fisherman,
okay.
And I know people who are in the fishing community. Okay. I know you have several different types of device with several different tips, and there are also homemade devices that are used for fishing. Okay. So as I said, I asked the team to ensure that they speak to people in the fishing community, and that when we report on this in the literature, okay, that it's also, we have accurate data as to what it is, what it looks like, and what exactly was the length of this one.
Okay. Did Mandeville send you images before he came into UHWI Hospital?
Yes, I believe we may have got an X-ray image. I believe they also transmitted a picture from the relatives or bystanders of what had happened. And so we had a fair idea, because we were able to discuss with the team and give advice as to what we think should and should not be done, so that we can safely get this patient transferred.
What were your first thoughts when you saw the image?
The first thing is, believe it or not, is I kind of just whispered and thank God he was alive. And the second thing is, I hope nobody moves this or try to take this out.
Tell you the truth, when I come up, my little cousin in the car, nephew his name same way, and my 2 friends. And I asked them to pray with me.
Okay.
And they did pray with me coming up, and I asked God.
You mean from Alligator Pond to Mandeville Hospital?
I asked God to please don't make no one kill me like my father, and don't make the devil get the best of me. Don't make him get nothing from me. Don't make me lose focus, don't make me blind, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And God did bring me through it.
at this stage now, it is out of your head. You didn't lose consciousness. You didn't lose your eye. And you can talk to me like you're talking now. You think God answered your prayers?
Yeah, think, nothing, no answer.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Since you have asked God to do those things for you and you have admitted to me that God did, what are you going to do to repay God now?
What I need to do, change the life of others.
Huh?
Other young persons, others. I do that many times. I ask God for always give me that power and that knowledge. I don't like the gang thing and those stuff. And I think enough look at you take out of trouble. Enough elderly. When I see, I go do things. I'm just the words on my tongue. And that's
Okay. So this person who you have alleged that have done this to you, what is going to happen now? Are you going to go to the police or what?
yeah, might as well go to the police and go do nothing. I buy and put in a law hand.
Okay.
A law of deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has this person's family reached out to your family in at all? No. Is this guy lucky or what?
I think he's blessed. Is a word I'd like to use. And, you know, in the country we always say a couple of things, give God thanks, or wherever you put your head on your pillow last night, you should, you know, put it back there again. But I think on a more serious note, the health system in our country and in the region has advanced. And while you never want to see a case like this, it's great that we have the technology and the equipment and what Jamaicans call the aftercare, the intensive care, the nurses, doctors, and the entire healthcare team that can safely take care of a patient like this.
You're going to get more medication? They tell you that you're going to get more medication?
Yeah, they told me what they said I should get pickline and fuse medication, but I asked the Lord to heal me more quicker that they didn't even have to. And then come about a few days back and they say, son, if you need have to get no pickline again. See, I even have one medication and stuff.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Let me ask you this now. Based on how you come in here, the condition you come in here in, and where you are now, what do you have to say to the doctors and nurses here at the hospital?
I tell them, every day I tell them, every day I tell them, say, I'm very grateful for all of you guys. All of you guys, whether nurses, doctor, janitor, I'm very grateful. Every day I tell them. If they give me one injection, I tell them thanks. No matter what, every day. Show them respect. That's me. Me always have respect for people. And because I'm in a street and this and that, that's me. And my grandmother and my mother, they teach me well. Especially my father. You see, in a life, sometimes some people can see your greatness and they don't like what you do. And they don't like the type of people who gravitate to you. So then think they kind of get them frustrated and they don't like you for that. And because you don't really need them. Because the type of person is, you don't need them.
Yeah.
Because when you keep those type of person where you're going to look trouble, go around and steal and whatsoever you want. We don't keep those persons.
Okay.
No, never.